Okay guys, welcome back. We're going to be heading into our second series of today. We're 2 hours in and we're only just now starting our second series. So this is a pretty long day, I think. We're going to have ReV versus DM next. I said we were going to look at the rankings at the end, but I had to reload the overlay. So here we go. Having a look at the rankings, the current top 8 before the final game are Seoul, Valhalla, White Clan, IRK, Naz, NetWars, Clan Revolution, and Red. And if you give, if you give $10 a month to Patreon, you'll be mentioned there. And you can also donate $25 a month to get your own little intro. So if you want your name in bright neon lights, you just need to do that. As a banner across the stream. Well, I mean, given the fact that Liquipedia's logo, and they donated $500 to the prize pool, is a logo in the bottom corner and it's not bright neon lights, I would say maybe you'd have to at least match their sponsorship. But it'd be better if you wanted to sponsor if you sponsored Season 3 anyway, at this point. But a lot of people saying the ReV logo is awesome. Okay, so have a look. So the top 8 currently do not include Eternal Friends anymore. Eternal Friends with that loss drop down 2 spots into 10th, and that means Red sneak in to the playoffs in 8th position. Now, depending on how this game goes, look at how close ReV are to defeat here. ReV currently sits 6 for 6, they're at -4. Red are at 6 for 7, they're at -5, and Bull are at 6 for 7 and they're at -9. Now, ReV can't actually lose enough games to go into 9th, but they could drop into 8th. So that essentially means, regardless of the outcome of this game, they should still be in the top 8 as long as I've done my maths correctly. But by being in 7th, they'll have an ever so slightly better seed. And they'll play against the 5th team rather than, no, they'll play against the 6th team rather than the 5th. So ReV should be through even, and stream math is infallible. ReV should still be through. So regardless of the outcome of this game, they should still be through. Now I say should because I don't like doing maths on stream. Isn't it 7 versus 8? No, it should be 5 versus 8 and 6 versus 7, I think. Let me double check. Let's go back here and have a look. So I got the fixtures here. It is 8 versus 6 and 5 versus 7. So yeah, that's the way I decided to do it. So hopefully that makes sense. Let's have a look at both of our teams' rosters here. You've obviously seen a lot of DM and ReV over the years, so let's have a look at our rosters. You should know a lot of these players. Yeah, we were both wrong. Okay, so we're gonna have Pre versus Avi. It's gonna be oh, Avi, stop race picking. Why? Oh, I've got to reload the overlay again. Oh no. Oh, ignore this screen for a while, guys. Let's go back here. Let's have a look at the fixtures while I fix this. Avi is not playing Terran versus Protoss. His race picking is going to be the death of me. I need to figure out how to fix this race picking. It's so annoying. It's not going to be another 90 SCV game. That's one of the biggest things I need to fix in Season 3. I need to figure out a way of getting stupid off races working. I hate it. I hate off racing so much. Oh, makes me so mad. It's not that bad. It's just annoying because I have to go and manually edit their race in the database because I've not found a way of loading all the team logos and stuff with like on all the overlays without redoing the thing. A little bit unfortunate. The Liquipedia bracket contest should start sometime in the next week, but Liquipedia said they'll need a week to get prepared, so it could be this week, it could be the beginning of next week, I'm not too sure. I'm going to speak to them after we've got the brackets confirmed, because obviously they can't start anything until they know. But let's quickly re-add everyone to the overlay. Oh, damn it, guys. Can't believe what Abby puts me through. And he doesn't even turn up to watch his game today. So that's not a good sign. Although he does usually turn up regardless. Yeah, now do ignore all of the... I don't know if you can actually hear my keyboard, but I'm just typing in like the first letters of everything because I need to get everything in the overlay and it's quicker typing it. So... Avi, CLBT, Steam... Right, okay, we're finally there. We're finally in. We did it. Let's go back to the today's rosters. Let's have a look at who's going to be playing. Just one more match custom use, and I don't know what the hell we're looking at here, but this is not how it's supposed to look. There we go. So we're going to have Pre versus Avi in game number 1. That's going to be a PvZ. We're going to have a TVP between Vulture and CRVT. That's going to be a good match, I think. We're going to have a PvT between Tech and Steamy. Now, Depleted I've put as Chilean because I needed to put a country for him quickly, but I'm not sure if he is from Chile. I'll check it out after the stream, but he's going to be up against Medinho on Neo Outlier, so that should be a cool game as well. Steamy is from, I'm not sure, which is why there's no flag. Someone needs to confirm that for me. I'm sure someone from ReV already told me. Oh, Vulture was subbed and PG Tours played instead of him. Okay. That's... put Chile for him also, yeah. I need to reload the overlay if I want to do that, though. Oh my goodness. Trouble is, guys, I don't check that until before, and then because I was running behind today anyway, I didn't get a chance to update everything. So, by the power of Grayskull, I'm going to fix it in like 1 second. Watch this. So, Steam Mac... No, wait, Steam Mac was playing... Vulture was subbed. Okay, so let's get Vulture out. Who was it? PG Tour. Yeah, okay, there we go. So we did it. We got it working, right? Oh, it's going to be a PvP. Wait, did okay. I need to check this. If he subbed as a different race, I'm going to be interested. PG Tour played Terran. Oh my goodness. Why did no one tell me this? Like, I just checked the... Oh my goodness. I am an SKTT1 fan, and now you're not going to watch. Depleted was from Argentina. Okay. Medinho says mention anime 2 or 3 times or I unfollow. Okay, well guys, I'm very sorry, but we're going back to the fixture screen because no one told me what country anyone was from. No one told me who was playing what race. Okay, so who is Argentina? Depleted is Argentina. Okay. Sorry, Incomplete's mom and dad. I'm ruining the cast. Oh my goodness. Country ID. What country ID is Argentina? I've never looked this up. I think that may be our first Argentinian player. Okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is super good production for the final the final series of Group 2 or Season 2 group stage. Irmu, CRVT, do you know where... Oh, Steamy's from Iceland. Okay, thank you. Okay, good. We're getting there. All we need is a little bit of cooperation, and then we're all good. Yeah, I've forgotten how to... Oh my goodness, someone changed that. Oh, I just don't have a flag for Iceland. That's why. Steamy's country's there, but now we know. So, PG Tour played Terran. These darn race pickers. These darn race pickers. Also, Medinho said mention anime 2 or 3 times or he unfollows. That's my second. I really like anime. That's my third. There we go. And One Piece is really good. But right. Back to reloading the overlay again. Oh my goodness. This is a mess today, guys. Sorry. Please forgive me. We'll get there. We'll get there. So DM versus Clan ReV. See if we remember this off by heart. So we have Pre, PG Tour, Tech, Depleted, and it's Neo Arkanoid, Carthage 3, Desperado, New Outlier, New tornado. Let's see more mistakes and fluster kicks more. Oh my goodness. Please don't. And then it's Avi, CRVT. It's the third player here. Steam. And Medinho. Okay. We're ready. I'm not even gonna... You know what? Should I introduce the players or should I just skip that? Let's introduce them. We may as well. I'm not assembling the chair. I wish I was. Okay, I'm not racist. I just need to make an Iceland flag. But Pre, here we go. Pre's done pretty well for DM. 48% win rate for him. He's won 5 of his last 10 games, so pretty much 50% in recent. So that's not too bad. Okay, only good night, Incomplete's mum, which is a weird thing to say, but there we go. Abby. For ReV, he's actually rank 15 overall, 73% win rate, winning 8 of his last 10 games, 8 for 2 against Protoss, so Abby a pretty good player. Let's have a look here. Green saying I'm hyping up the chair for nothing, oh my god. But Neo Arkanoid's going to be the map. It's been fairly balanced. Terran starting to pull away here at the very end in PvT, but this is going to be his EVP, which is 5 for 5. So let's get into map number 1. It's Neo Arkanoid, it's Avi versus Pre. Starting us off in the top right-hand position, we have the black Zerg player fighting from Norway. Not Norway, Denmark. Denmark, it's Avalov. His opponent spawning down here in the bottom left-hand corner from Chile. It's Pre, fighting for DM. Now, I was wondering if I should turn this to red versus blue, but I like the black, so there we go. And I've decided, guys, STPL Season 3 is going to be cast in 240p, because if you can see the minimap, it's too high quality. You're going to watch it like I used to in 2009 on like a dodgy stream. If you can look at the, like, if you can just make out what's going on the minimap, it's all good. At least everyone would be able to watch there without quality options. It'd be brilliant. Wait, do I have quality options today? Oh no, I don't. Okay, damn. I was hoping I could watch the stream preview in 240p, but I can't. Yeah, Hyunmoo, I didn't see the Chinese streams, so yes, 900p only. I don't do 1080p because I output a 1080p, but it doesn't seem to upscale it, so it just keeps it at 900p. It's mainly because people lag too much, so I don't want to ruin it for anyone. People lag even on 900p now. We did have an overpull coming in from Avi, gas coming in as well. Should still have the expansion's coming up fairly soon as well now. Oh my god, Avi's going for one base layer. That's a new one. Don't get to see that very often. Even on this map, you usually see really quick expansions. Pre? 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 What is this? Why is there a Nexus in your main? What? I'm so confused. What? This is a Faust build. Oh my goodness. Both these players playing Super 1 base. Now, glitching his probe through the buildings to go for a quicker scout. Meta saying this is broken. I don't think it is. Look! He's going for double probes! What on earth? What are we looking at? Well, this is certainly something STPL does. Oh my goodness, he can't get through the buildings. Okay, let's see if he can do it. Nope. Oh, he does! He gets through. Nicely done. If you don't know how that works, you build the pylon under the probe. It forces the probe into a collision mode, which you can like push it over the thing. So let's check the... Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is it. It's the improved mineral pathing. Look at this. He's going to be getting so many more minerals right now. Look at it. It's so efficient. Okay, double gateway. Oh, no, sorry. Gateway into Stargate. Avi. Can you... Avi's not gone far enough in. He doesn't know about the double nexus. Oh my goodness. Avi, meanwhile, is going into a spire. And second base up for Avi. Avi is actually built off-center to build the gas, but there we go. Pre still having a few problems pushing himself through, but luckily for him, I just looked at it, so he gets to do it. Like, how do you fight against this many probes? How do you do it? And Dan Barbillion saying it's over for Avi, it's a new meta. And there we go, he gets another push through. He's going to get his probe into the main, scout everything. Most importantly, going to scout the spire, scout the mutalisks. Hirmu saying this is an AoE 2 strat. This is the granary. What? What? Okay. I don't know what to say anymore. That's it. Avi gonna fly in with 1 million mutas, and there's absolutely nothing to stay alive. It's Corsairs, it's not Scouts. One gas carrier. The Corsair looping around here, doing a pretty good job, but he's essentially got to delay long enough for some kind of cannon to spawn. Otherwise he's gonna die. Wait. Surely this is a broken replay. Surely there's something wrong here. There must be. I don't know what to say. What a game. I don't think it is broken though. I mean, what on earth? Like, losing these probes? It doesn't matter. He's building 2 probes at a time. His base is fully saturated still. The cannons are going to come up. And I'll tell you what's pretty good against Mutalisk Cat. Wait, what? Oh, it must have taken damage on building. Okay. Well, the fleet beacon's done. No more Corsairs are coming out. Stargate is going to go down. Eventually, all of these buildings will go down. And CRVT saying this is what it really is. This is actually what Brood War looks like. When you guys are watching casted games like in the BSL, that's not the real game. The actual replay looks like this. This is how Brood War is played. I don't know if you guys realized, but there's like a replay cinematic mode you can turn on, which makes them look like what we think Brood War looks like. But this is actually the real truth. We've gone through the looking glass. We're actually looking on the inside of the actual simulation of Brood War. This is what the game really looks like, guys. Welcome. I'm so glad we've got to open our eyes to the truth. Have you noticed these buildings? Look, they make a triangle and there's the eye in the middle. It's the Illuminati symbol. That's it. We are in endgame. We've unlocked the truth. Okay, well, Pre is still building a lot of probes. Somehow he's down to 15. He's not been able to afford any by building so many cannons. Avi, meanwhile, is going into a 3rd hatchery. Hirmu saying it's not over just yet. I mean, I don't know how it's not, but okay. Now, can you imagine if Avi loses this game? Avi would I think Avi would actually just quit the game if he lost this game right now. Like, I don't know I don't know what Avi would do if he actually lost here. Like, I think this would be it. Yeah, I do wish Avi was here to comment on the build, but I think maybe he's staying away because he knows it'd spoil it. And that's what makes me happy. Makes me happy. Dan Barbillion saying this is how UMS players play on normal maps. Okay, wait, Scout? Is this Scout speed? Is this Scout speed, guys? I think this is, isn't it? Oh my goodness. But there's no Stargate. Wait, no, I don't believe you, Hootie. I don't believe you. I do not believe whatsoever that he was on earlier and disappointed about the chair. I'm fairly certain he doesn't chair. He doesn't care about the chair. He doesn't care about the care. Okay, well, there's only 5 mutelisks. Avi is only on 40 drones. I mean, Pre has used scouts before, and he actually does a pretty good job with them, so... I don't get what I'm watching. Like, I just genuinely don't know what we're seeing right now. I'm so glad Rapid isn't watching this game, because he would be like, get me out of here, Kicks. Get me out of this game. Oh my god. That does not sound like Rapid, by the way, but I'm just saying. He would be saying, get me out, most certainly. Meanwhile, I'm enjoying the freak show. Yeah, this is definitely weird. I kind of sound like Janice from Friends when I try and do an American accent. It's like, oh my god, Chandler. That kind of shit. Oh, wow. Oh, sorry, I swore. I didn't mean to swear. This is Scout sight range, I'm fairly certain. We have double Stargate coming in. Triple Stargate. Triple Stargate Scout is going to be building right now. 1 Scout. I want to count. 2 Scout. We'll wait. Remember the count so far, guys. We're up to 2. It's hard to remember that number, but we are. I'm still waiting. One, 2, 3. There we go. Now, Avi is probably more confused than I think he's ever been in his entire life. He's going up to Hive. He's up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hatcheries, double Evo chamber. Checking all the other bases. Scouts suck if you don't have a lot of them. If you have a lot of them, they can be quite good. But the trouble is, how is Pre gonna get a lot of them? He's on 1 base. Also, I will say, we saw a game on Holy World in Season 1 with Pre versus... Who was the Zerg he was up against? Oh, I can't remember, but he stayed on 1 base for a while, he built scouts, and he eventually won the game. So, I'm not going to count Pre out just yet. I'm still thinking, the fact that Avi hasn't won this game already, that a miracle could happen. And the fact that Avi isn't here as well, seems a little bit fishy. I know he maybe has something better to do in his life than watch me stream on a Friday night, but I'm thankful that you guys do not, because it gives me company in this weird game. As I mentioned before, we've seen the Eye of the Beholder. We're actually seeing the true Brood War and how this game really looks on the inside. This is on the deep down in the code. Every game of Brood War looks like this. It starts with double Nexus in the main. Now we have 5 scouts. +1 attack is done. No +2 yet because you can't really afford it on 1 gas. Lots of cannons. Gonna help keep those alive. Now, Avi is building a ton of Hydralisks, gonna break his way down into the bottom right and expand. Still Overlord's checking the other bases. Eri, if that was another Nexus in this position, I would actually just leave the game. I'd speed up or something, because I just, like, Pre would just be wasting everyone's time. I think the fact that he is still going to try and expand means he still has a chance. But if he just started building Nexuses in the middle of the map, like, I'm done. Like, I'm just going to give the win to Avi. But I want to see the scouts. I get to do my scout impression again as well. He isn't wasting everyone's time. Scouts are good units. It's fun. He's going to absolutely annihilate all the Mutalisks. Look how quickly they're going to die. Apparently not too quickly. We do have +2 carapace, but... I mean, the Mutalisks are going to die. No scouts have died in the making of this production. So that's pretty good so far. Scouts are pretty hardy units, as I mentioned. As soon as you get enough of them, they can actually do some serious damage. Going to immediately kill this Overlord in the middle of the map. Gonna head on over, try and get some more Overlord kills. Is down to 58 supply, but another 3 scouts should be on their way soon, so definitely good. And as I mentioned, if Pre wins this game, I don't know what to say. Like, if Pre can win from this position, you all better bow down to Pre. Like, I don't care. Like, everyone can get on their knees and pray to Pre if he wins this game, because he's essentially our new god. Dan Barbillion saying in chess, this is what's known as a start handicap. Okay, so he is going to kill Overlords incredibly quickly here. Now, apparently you play down a Rook. Now, there's a lot of Devourers here which are going to be good. There's a lot of Scourge as well, but Scouts do pretty well against Devourers, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Not getting too many Acid Spores on here. Now, +1 attack is done. +2 carapace is done. +3 carapace is on the way. +2 attack is on the way. Now, +2 attack is also on the way here for Pre. Pre is up to 2 bases. We're on 2 bases now, guys. Now we're up to 10 scouts. So 10 scouts aren't doing too bad. 72 drones or 71 drones now, as Kixie pointed out in chat. Thank you very much. Top left-hand base is up and undeterred. Now here we go. We're going to see the da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. He's going to one-shot Hydras, by the way. Da-da-da-da. Nice. We did it. Invidentia saying, why isn't Pre building a macro nexus at his second base? He can't fit one in. The scouts shooting missiles that are covered in blue balls, so that's why. They always used to look like that as well. 78 drones versus 63 Protoss suppliers, Kixie pointed out as well. Now, the bottom right base is actually quite vulnerable. Now, I love saying I don't know why. I love the... Look at the attacking. Look how cool that looks. That looks really nice. I don't care about anything else this game. Kaboom! Overlord goes down. Queen's coming out. You do not want to get ensnared. If you get ensnared, it's pretty much game over. Oh, 2 big ensnares going down. Can he get over the pizza wedge? If he can get there. Oh, it's the Scourge you need to worry about. They're still so fast. They're so fast with ensnare. They're going normal speed. Oh, man. Getting nice trades on his way back, but still having a lot of trouble. The Scourge can't keep up. Oh, there we go. Oh, my goodness. Losing so many. Oh, wow. But 6 scouts get away. Scouts are incredibly fast with their upgrade. Even with ensnare, they outspeed most air units, I think. So, 6 do survive. How many Stargates are we on? Still 3 at the moment. 2 bases are up. 3rd base coming up from Pre. And I hate to tell you guys this, but essentially... Oh, losing more scouts. That's, that could be a problem. But now we have a lot of Devourers which cannot shoot anything. But Acid Spore is incredibly good. That is a lot of Devourers which are now currently useless supply. But the Scout Micro from Pre is actually pretty good. I'll give it to him. We take those. Watching Scout Micro is very fun. But yeah, the third base is going to go down here. Can't fight with the Acid Spores right now. There's just not enough Scouts. An additional 3 Scouts coming in. More Acid Spores going down. 5 on both of these Scouts right now. Picking off Scourge 1x1 is really impressive, by the way. I love watching this. I'm gonna move this back. We're gonna watch this a little bit closer. Juking and jiving around the Scourge. Unable to... Oh! Getting it away? No! Tries to fight back, but not going to be able to do it. I think this might be game over. It was fun. It was fun while it lasted. We had a lot of Scout Micro. Avi now up to 6 base. Lots of Hydras coming into the main. Pre at 350 APM. But unfortunately, there's just not any units that can help him hold on here. I mean, Scouts are good. Well, kind of. They're on 2-1. He's got a shield upgrade, by the way. That's kind of cool. But Avi hasn't actually left that many units to... Oh, okay, here we go. All the mutants going to be coming in. The Acid Spores going down on the Scouts as well. Gonna fight over a lot of cannons, which is going to help. But look how much damage the Hydras are doing to the Acid Spored Scouts. Well... 2 Scouts remain, 3 are being built, they are about to finish, but there is more Hydralisks in this small chunk of the map than there is Scouts, and there's a big drop coming in over from the right hand side as well. 12 Overlords, full of Hydralisks most likely. Bases are starting to mine out from Avalov, but it doesn't really matter, he's got so many other bases as well. Now the cannons have actually held the Hydralisk back, but this is the drop that's the problem. He was saying, this is as stupid as Abby said it would be. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Abby said an 8k bank. Sending some of the Overlords without anything in back. Whatever. Pre, he's got his base in the top middle. Where did all the Scouts go? Are all the Scouts dead? Oh no, he's got a probe stuck there. Okay, that's kind of funny. GG. Pre taps out. And Avi wins game number 1. GG, sir. Oh, yeah, we're still in the fixtures. That has to be one of the weirdest games of Brood War I have ever seen. Pre went for a Macro Nexus in his main base. I don't know why. Pre isn't here to explain it. Scouts are good in some... Well, Scouts are good if you have enough of them. But Pre never got enough of them, and then he got Acid Spored to death. So that's going to be it for game number 1. Game number 2 is going to be a PvT. It's going to be CRVT versus PG Tour, and it'll be coming up after this very short break. See you guys soon.
And people like Kix, for example, who has an encyclopedic knowledge of every map that's ever been released on StarCraft. And
he's the map man! Skibidi on do do do. Skibidi on do do do. Skibidi on do do do. He's the map man! Ba-da-ba-da-ba-dee da ba-ba-da-bo. Ba-ba-ba-da-bo. Be-da-ba-ba-da-bo. Ba-ba-ba-da-bo. Everybody plays one way or the other, so check out my message to you. As a matter of fact, I don't let nothing hold you back. If Kix can do it, so can you.
Please don't listen to him for maps.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a ton of Matrino codes still to use, so I'm making this quick video to show you how easy it is to actually use them. So you click the Matrino link, it brings up the Matrino page. In the top right, you hit sign in. You sign in with whatever you want to. In this case, I'm going to sign in with Twitch. It'll take you back to the page, and then if you hit contribute, you put in the coupon code LSTPL. You can put a comment if you want to, and you can hit contribute right there, and it'll add it to the prize pool. Easy as pie. Okay, it's time for a quick tip. Here we have Neo Outlier. I'm going to show you how to get over these temples with a probe. I'll also do it with an SCV and a drone as well. So what you do is you essentially send the probe up to mine, you press stop, and you go to build a pylon. Now you build the pylon underneath you, so essentially it's going to push you, then you spam right click, and all of a sudden you are through. And here is the same trick with Terran. There's a couple of ways you can do this. One of them is you build a depot, and you essentially cancel building, and you just spam yourself through. You have to be kind of stuck or either on the building in the temple or there. But you can cancel that, and just to show, you can do it both ways as well. Okay, now there's a way you can do this with just 2 workers, which is the only way Zerg are able to do this. You can also do this with Protoss and Terran as well. So essentially, you get both workers lined up here. You mine with 1 worker, you send the second worker to mine just behind it, and you hit stop. It can be a little bit finicky, so don't worry if you don't get it first try.
STPL, STPL, STPL.
No, we didn't. Yes, we did. Okay, so that didn't go perfectly. You can do it a lot better than that, but it does take a little bit of practice. So just keep trying, and you will eventually get it. Thank you, Milahay, for the 100-bit cheer, man. Means a lot. And we're going to be heading into our second game of the series. It's going to be PG Tour fighting for DM. He's only played 1 game where he lost against Squall. And Milahay is definitely donating number 1. He's incredibly, incredibly generous. Thank you so, so much. But let's have a look at his opponent. It's going to be CRVT from Latvia. CRVT, the only Latvian player in the tournament, I believe. I don't actually know any other Latvian Brood War players at all. So CRVT, I'm not sure if you can fill us in if there's any others, but they're certainly not in the STPL. CRVT with a 53% win rate, not doing too bad. One of the stronger players on ReV this season. And as he says, it's not a problem if the lurker isn't underland. So if he's playing against Cadenzi, things are looking pretty good, shots fired. But let's have a look at the map we're going to be heading into. It's going to be Carthage 3. Now we have had some incredibly long PVZs on this map. Sorry, sorry Cadenzi, I didn't know you were here. Oh my goodness. I'm only joking. Sorry. Oh man, that was a bad joke. But yeah, Cadenzi had an STPL game where she didn't borrow lurkers for some reason. It is also an old quote from TL, but yeah, I thought I was gonna get away with that. Oh well. CRVT, sorry, Carthage 3 are a pretty good map. CRVT has actually played this a little bit. Oh, it is PVT, not it's PVT, not PVZ, but been fairly balanced. The only matchup that's not been balanced here has been TVZ, so PVT should be kind of cool. Let's have a look as we get into game number 2. It's going to be CRVT versus PG Tour. Okay, starting us off in the top left-hand position, we have CRVT fighting for ReV. And starting in the bottom right-hand corner, we have for DM, it's PG Tour. Now this is South America versus Europe, so there may have been a little bit of lag in this game, but that is why, in all honesty, we do not cast live, because I do not want to cause any lag for any of the players.
Easily amused, huh?
Oh, thank you Tap Tap for the tier 1 sub, man. Welcome to the STPL team. Kinda cool to have you here. And thank you Mullahay for the 100-bit cheer again, man. Means a lot.
Corona from me to the entire channel.
Oh
D.
no. I don't know if Corona you're talking about the beer or if you're talking about the virus, but if it's the virus, we had the first confirmed cases in the UK today. So they were both a single family. They were both from a single family who live in Yorkshire, and they were staying in a hotel. So yeah. Good thing is the coronavirus death toll isn't super insane, so hopefully we'll all be okay. It looks like the further it's getting away from the initial cases, it's not as violent, so that's good. It is pretty insane, but it's not as bad as it could be. Thing is, it's not just in China. Like, they've had people suffering with it outside of China, obviously, and they've not been doing too badly. I don't know if there's been a single death outside of China, and that includes like Hong Kong, Japan, Korea, America. Okay, Xmog, I'm gonna need like a source on that because I really don't think that's true. That would seem incredibly dodgy if it was, and it would be everywhere on the news. Like, there is absolutely no way they could hide that. Engineering Bay block by PG Tour on CRVT's expansion. Gonna be annoying, but not the end of the world. Obviously gonna force the Zealot to hang out here for a little bit without pushing. Someone's saying the game sound is too low. Is it? I don't think anyone's ever complained about it being too low before. Okay, I've never heard of this website before, Xmog, but genuinely they are some really big words that I do not understand, so I'm not going to try and read that. I'm not scientific. I wish I was smarter, but I'm smart in certain things, not sciences, other than computer science. Oh, that's a legit site, apparently. Damn. That's pretty crazy if that was actually like a bioweapon that has gone wrong. It'd just be like Resident Evil, but without people turning into zombies. Now, this is going to be a 2-fact play from PG Tour. I don't know what it is about Terrans on this map, but they're all going for 2-fact. I don't know why they think they can't play a macro game here, but that's 2... Now, that might be like 3 or 4 TVPs in a row. Hooty Hoo saying we're breaking the news here on STPL.
Now reap the whirlwind.
Sugar Daddy sends his regards. You rock, Quicks.
Oh, thank you, Incomplete, for the $20 donation and saying Sugar Daddy. Really do. I don't know what it is about the word daddy, but it makes me laugh so much. Oh my goodness. You are safe if you're going to London. There's no confirmed cases there. Umbrella Company was Resident Evil, not Silent Hill, I thought. It was Umbrella Corp, though. Shad saying you may get stabbed. The trouble is, if you're going there on wait, when did you say you were going? On Tuesday. If you're going on Tuesday, you're going to have to fight your way through the hordes of Brexiteers who are going to be partying in the streets for the next 10 years. But we do have the 2-fact pushing forward now. 2-fact realistically isn't the best build, but we have CRVT hanging back here by his 2 shield batteries, so that's going to make it a little bit easier. Tuesday. Now there is 2 gateways going into a 3rd one. Robo is done. Observatory is on the way. The observer is going to be super important here. Now the shield battery is going to be important here. Now shield battery micro is incredibly hard to do because you have to target the right dragoons and everything. Hootie Who saying Chair Daddy is Kicks' Smurf name. Oh my goodness. And Shad, don't say that again or I'll have to ban you. I'm not happy today. It's not a good day. We've had some good games though, so that makes up for it a little bit. While the whole country, as far as I've been told, are going to be getting their champagne out and championing in the streets of how happy they are, of how happy we've left Europe all of a sudden, and everything has changed for the better, I will be depressed in my house, so... Oh, you live in Manchester and you're Polish, damn. Is Manchester that bad, though? I thought Manchester was our main city. I think most of the cities were. It was mainly the countryside that wasn't. Sorry to go back to this game. The 2-fact going in, doing a little bit of damage, but looks like CRVT has done a great job holding on. The shield batteries have been worth their weight in absolute gold here. Muller Hastings in an AMA. Who will win STPL this season? Well, based on today, I would say it's going to be either Soul Gaming, Valhalla Team, White Clan, IRK, Naz, NetWars, Clan Revolution, or Red. Yeah, Manchester's actually a nice place. I go up there to go to Old Trafford sometimes. Yeah, from what I've heard, we're actually going to get tugboated over to the US so we can become the US's 51st state. It's going to be great. Can't wait to eat all that chlorinated chicken. It's going to be great, man. My chicken has just been far too dirty cooking it without washing it with chlorine. Ugh. Man, ugh. But he's saying he wants a refund. Okay, after the game, we're going to talk some of it. We're going to talk chat a little bit. Looks like CRVT going to try and push forward. This is quite a difficult place to push into. I'm not really sure why you would push in. Maybe thinking a little bit too far ahead of himself here is CRVT. The tank's going down though, so that is going to work out for CRVT in the end, but it's 2 factory production. We'll have to see how this is going to play out. The SCV dies on the command center before it finishes. We've got another tank coming in here, but this should be enough Dragoons to be able to take this down. But does need all 3 firing, but not with that repair. Oh, still with that repair. Oh my goodness. Looks like looks like CRVT. No, looks like PG Tour still, or just about able to finish that command center. More and more Dragoons rallying on down a little bit. It did delay the expo, but honestly, losing all those Dragoons, usually that would be a problem, but he is up 55 supply. So I guess that was a good move. Another tank goes down as well. Another tank is going to be close to going down, and it's not even going to be able to shoot if the Dragoon moves forward far enough. But looks like he's not going to be able to. Third base is up here for CRVT, up 30 supply and workers, and another like 20 or so in units. Observer here as well, seeing exactly what's going on. CRVT definitely doing well in this game so far. Double shield battery, of course, still alive. Not going to really come into play too much. We're going to go into fleet beacon. So carriers with a shield battery is actually really good. It's really underutilized actually. But if you can move your carriers back to your shield batteries, if you build some proxy ones, then you can be in a really good spot. Yeah, and it's 101 supply to 34. So, I mean, PG Tour is definitely far behind in this game. Jim is saying he wishes he could hold a 2-fact. Well, you've got CRVT, he just held perfectly, so all you need to do is learn from him. Now going back to what I was going to say to Shad, I don't know what it is, but most of the Polish people I know are quite conservative. Is politics in Poland quite conservative in general or something? Because I don't really meet many liberal Polish people. It's weird. Double carrier coming in, interceptor upgrades starting as well. Meta saying that Polish politics is quite conservative, so when a thing in ReV, we always make sure to have our worker supply twice the total supply of our opponents. Oh my god. Apparently Poland is completely ran by the right wing. Oh, Jessie saying she only knows... Wait, it's not Jessie, is it? Jessie Wait, does Jessie have 2 accounts? Or Princess Termagant saying she only knows liberal Polish people. So... Now Shad saying, we've been very affected by communism as we've experienced it. But the trouble is, communism isn't really left-wing politics because it's authoritarian. Okay, it's left-wing, but it's authoritarian left. It's not proper socialism, so... I mean, yeah, this game is pretty one-sided at the moment. 157, so 169 supply to 59. So, this is unfortunately another one of those games that I kind of wish I casted earlier in the week, but... Oh, Jesse apparently knows nothing about politics. Knows less about politics than TVT. Meta saying Stalinism. I guess that is true, because you had Maoism in China as well. But communism hasn't really ever worked, because it's never really been not authoritarian. Because, like, whenever there's been, like, a socialist government in power, or at least a communist socialist government, the people who run it are usually dictators. So, there we go. Communism and socialism definitely can work, but democratic socialism is where we should be. And that's where, like, Norway and Denmark are. Like, democratic socialism is perfectly fine. Missing? Why does it say missing on the screen? What? And yeah, this is the first time these temples are going to go down today. Anyone know why that said missing? I just screenshot it as well, because I'm going to show that to Grant and Matt. Oh, apparently Tap gets that message. Oh, there we go. PG Tour taps out. GG, CRVT wins. Nearly tripling his supply, so... Yeah, the game commentary is missing. I'm sorry, it's really difficult to actually cast when I've had a long day at work, but... That game was pretty much sewn up after the last, like... Oh, the first 7 minutes or so, so... Chad, I wouldn't say that's true. There's democratic socialism in the UK, and we're not rich in terms of resources, so... Oh my god, Hootie going on about my chair is starting to... Oh my god, every time he brings this up. Okay, I'm not going to go to the camera anymore. Yeah, but let's go back to Brood War. But we're going to go into game number 3 when we get back after this short break. See you guys soon. Toss a coin to your content creators, oh Valley of Plenty, oh Valley of Plenty, oh. Toss a coin to your content creators, a friend of humanity. Okay guys, welcome back. We're here for game number 3 of ReV versus DM. We're going to have Tech for DM. Now Tech is one of their well, I always say he's one of the better players because in the beginning of Season 1, like the first 2 rounds, he was killing it. He was doing so well. He had such a good win rate. And then things just kind of fell off for him a little bit. I think the maps kind of haven't suited him as much as the beginning of Season 1. So maybe he'll fare a little bit better in Season 3 if DM... I think DM confirmed, so... Gonna be cool to see him. Regardless, he's won 3 of his last 10 games, which isn't too bad. His opponent for ReV is going to be Steamy. Now, Steamy is a bit of a wild card for me. I don't know too much about him, but he is from Iceland. He doesn't have a flag just yet, but I'll fix that after the cast. And Steam, I mean, he's lost all of his games so far, but he played against TTF and Bonneth. And then he played against Flymeo, so, I mean, all 3 of those are tough opponents. Let's see what map we're going to be going into. It's going to be Desperado. Now, Desperado, really cool 4-player map. We've seen a lot of PvP here, so seeing a PvT here should be quite fun. But the trouble is, in terms of PvT, look at the win rate. Massively favored in Protoss in terms of PvT, so... Wait, was the average game length for... Where did you get the average game length from? Oh, you've not seen that yet. Yeah, you've definitely not seen that yet. So we'll have to see how that goes on. But either way, let's get into map number 3. It's gonna be Desperado. Oh, it's a 6-minute curse joke. Sorry. You know why I was confused? I've been working on the STPL Season 3 overlay, and I'm adding bits where you can see the average times within the bits of the overlay we've already seen. But yeah, let's have a look at game number 3. It's Tech versus Steamy on Desperado. Okay, starting us off here in the top left-hand position, we do have Tech in the red, fighting from Chile for DM. And his opponent spawning in the cyan in the bottom right-hand corner as our Terran player fighting from Iceland. It's Steamy fighting for ReV. ReV are currently up 2-0 as well, just to point out, so that's a pretty important thing to mention, because if they win this match, they will be winning their, or sorry, if they win this game, they'll be winning their match, and all they need to do, if they can win 4-0, I think they'll be tied with
STPL,
they'll be above
STPL.
Oh, thank you, Mullahay, for the 1000-bit cheer, man. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. And I also got an emote from it. I have no idea what that emote actually is, but thank you. Wow, thank you so much for the donation, man. It means so much. But we got a barracks coming in here from Steamy. He's not going for a gas. Now he is, so gas on 11. So it's not going to be gas on 12. Going for the gas on 12 is usually a little bit better if you're going macro, but if you're going for an FD push, going for it on 11 is pretty good. Looks like loads of people are getting these weird love emotes. I wonder what the... Oh, I guess they're the Valentine's ones, right? I actually ended up with a lot of the... Yeah, I ended up with a load of the Christmas ones as well. Mullahay, you're saying you're second. What are you second in? It says number 1 for me. By quite a margin now. Oh, thank you, Shad, for the 100 bits. Means a lot, man.
STPL does.
Okay, so both players just going to try and scout each other out. Nothing too crazy going on at the moment. One of the things I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to learn to be a little bit more focused when I'm solo casting. Because when I'm solo casting, I spend a lot of time looking at chat. So my observing gets a little bit funky sometimes. I don't get as many cool shots as what I would do if I wasn't doing anything else. But unlike what Zero does, where I really think, like, if Mr. Zero's here, and I hope he is, like, I really wish you were casting as well, man, because even though Naoka and Rapid are a good combo, even though Ziggy is a good combo for both of them as well, the STPL of the BSL when you're casting as well as observing is fine. Like, you don't need to worry about your English. You've got better English than I have. Like, my English is bad, and I'm from England, so don't worry about it. Yeah, the funny thing, well, no, it's not really funny. There's an example of my bad English. The good thing is, and the weird thing, I guess it's kind of weird, both the STPL and the BSL are essentially heading into their playoff points at the same time. And it means there's going to be 2 Liquipedia bracket contests running at the same time as well, which is kind of funny. But yeah, Zero definitely should cast more. Like, I get that it's easier to try and focus on the production and the observing, because when you're trying to do all 3 things at once, it's very, very difficult. Like, it is hard. Like, I know a lot of people probably think it's hard. Maybe there's some that think it's really easy and they don't understand why casters miss stuff when they're observing as well. But it's so hard to actually figure out exactly what's going on, because you have to keep an eye on the minimap, you've got to keep an eye on chat, you've got to keep an eye on everything else, especially when you're, well, probably my production is a little bit harder to do just because I've made it harder, because I've added more stuff. A model's saying he's good at being an observer, so... Hootie saying not as hard as putting a chair together. Hootie, oh my goodness. What do I have to do to make you happy? Am I going to have to put my chair together after the cast and then send you a picture, am I? Yeah, this is Submarines because it is going to be an FD push, so... well, it's not a 2-fact, but it is 1 base. But going for a bit of an FD push here. The Zealot at the front doing so much damage, though. Tech doing a really good job microing back, making sure not to take too much damage on these Dragoons. Gonna dive in on the tank. Gonna get 1. Is he gonna get the second one? Not close just yet, but is gonna be able to clear all of these Marines. But he does need to be careful. Oh, the mine. Okay, please do not run into the mine. This is going to be devastating. Who are you saying? He just wants me to be comfortable. Thank you so, so much. I also want to be comfortable. I don't understand. Oh, the ball! Tried to go for the B-suit micro, unable to move back quick enough, and he loses 2 Dragoons immediately. Damn, that's very unfortunate. Now, Robo Support Bay is done. Second base is done. So despite losing those 2 Dragoons, Tech is in a very good position. He's ahead in Tech. He's ahead in bases. And we do have a dropship coming in here from Steamy. Now, drops are a good way of coming back, especially on this map. But... you can definitely tell why Protoss have had a little bit of a better job here. It's very difficult for Terran to attack Protoss early on. They have to fight out of this small choke. It's not great. And Shad, I can't actually remember your game versus Forever, so don't worry about it, man. In terms of STPL history, it's going to be forgotten, because I can't remember the game. I usually remember memorable games, like I'm probably never going to forget Pre versus Avi, but some games, like, I don't remember. But then there's also Radley and Bishop that I will never ever forget. For as long as I play this game, maybe long after, when I'm like a 90-year-old man sitting in my nursing home somewhere, I'm going to be telling people about the Ghost versus Ghost TBT. Oh, the Dragoon catching the dropship. Oh, the dropship's gonna go down. That's it. Gonna go down here. Yeah, Shad, all you need to do is watch back your recording and then win next time. Now we're going to have a counter drop coming in here from Tech. He's going to drop his ReV first. Kind of giving away what he's going for. Maybe should have just dropped the ReV, but Wraith, this is going to be a good move, but the Dragoon makes this very difficult. Unfortunately, it's not a ReV, and oh my goodness, no. Oh, I don't want to watch this. Cover your eyes, children. Cover your eyes. 3 kills. Oh, no, wait, what? Well, that was a little bit lucky. Now the ReV are going to go down. Only getting 4 kills. Not that great. I genuinely thought that was going to be much, much worse. Also, Shad, you can tell you live in the UK because you just use thick. Like, no one uses that outside of the UK, I'm fairly certain, to describe something this stupid. Like, oh my goodness. Third base coming in here from Tech, Steamy. Behind in supply, but not as behind as we had PG Tour in the last game. Yeah, thick as a plank. Hootie in chat saying as grandpa kicks telling your grandchildren about legendary DVDs. You're going to need a very nice chair. Oh my goodness. It's almost like I'm back in the jail door days where everyone keeps mentioning keeps mentioning the door. Now it's the chair. Oh my goodness. Okay, so with this third base coming up, Tech is in a pretty good spot. He could go for a fourth base over here. And honestly, there's not really too much Steamy can do about it for the moment. There is going to be a scan going down on the natural. Going to see the, well, on the main. Going to see the 4 gateways. Observer going to go down to the Wraith. Nice scan. Obviously, you don't want to waste, oh my goodness, no. Oh, good, the Observer doesn't get away. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tanks are all Steamy. Oh, 6, 7. Going into his 5th factory. Yep, 5th. I couldn't count for a second, so I kind of stopped myself. Citadel up. Forge is getting +1 upgrade, I think. Yeah, +1 upgrade for him. Do we have an armory? No, we don't. I don't think we have a single armory here, which is not a good position for Steamy to be in. This is definitely looking like it's going to be a very tough game for Steamy. Unfortunately, poor Doc Holiday is going to go down in the top left. He's going to go mind meld with Naoken over in the top right. But Tech, as long as he doesn't make any major mistakes in this game, should win from this position. Steamy is going to be behind in upgrades. He's only just now getting his first armory. But don't forget, ReV are up 2-1 in, oh sorry, they're up 2-0 in the series. So even if Steamy loses here, it's not the biggest deal. Steamy's not doing too bad. His macro's looking okay, but it's just he doesn't have what he should have at this stage in the game. He doesn't have +1. He shouldn't be, or he should be going into +2 already. The fact that he went for a dropship early and didn't really get any damage done was the major contributor to this. But the Wraith's going down as well to the Dragoons there. Just heard that off the corner of the screen. Wenna saying that he said GLHF first, so he wins anyway. Yeah, he's definitely not giving up. He's definitely fighting for his life here. He just doesn't have super high APM. And you know what? Neither do I. This is my APM, kind of. My APM is more like 180, but even his engagements aren't actually going that badly here. He's going to be able to siege up. There's no Zealots here. He gets a good number of Dragoons. And all of a sudden, he's getting himself in a better spot. Now, there's a lot of mines here, which are going to make it very hard for Tech to go for some kind of counterattack. But this is going to be the big problem. Speed isn't done for the Zealots yet, though, so maybe a miracle can happen here, but Tech going to get on top of everything here with these Zealots. And that's it. GG. Stevie taps out and Tech takes game number 3. So that was game number 3. We had the best Terran team playing in that game, by the way, but Tech getting a little bit too far ahead after Steamy unfortunately went for a dropship and was unable to do anything with it. So that happened. It's one of those games. We'll be back in just a few minutes with series or game number 4. It's going to be Medino versus Depleted. See you guys very soon.
Outstanding. Rock and roll.
Okay, we have a ton of Matrino codes still to use, so I'm making this quick video to show you how easy it is to actually use them. So you click the Matrino link, it brings up the Matrino page. In the top right, you hit sign in. You sign in with whatever you want to. In this case, I'm going to sign in with Twitch. That'll take you back to the page, and then if you hit contribute, you put in the coupon code LSTPL. You can put a comment if you want to, and you can hit contribute right there, and it'll add it to the prize pool. Easy as pie. STPL does. Bio TVP. Wow! You got it. STPL does. Mass Scouts? No problem. Broadcast 3 nights a week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 2100 CEST. Fantastic casting, fantastic production, fantastic prizes. Only here on the STPL. Did you know Reavers could be this radical? How did these lings even get here? All I know is that's one dead base. STPL does. Wraiths, Valkyries, Carriers, and Corsairs. Forget about it. You won't see that anywhere else. STPL does. STPL does. STPL does. STPL does. STPL does. DT's doing game-ending damage? Name a more iconic duo. We've even got carriers in PvZ. How amazing! A global team league on the scale you've never seen before. Don't see this in BWCL, STPL does. All that and more. Only on this amazing 64-bit STPL. What BWCL don't. Impressed? I know I am. Why not support us on the link below? Patreon.com/kicks. But act fast. It's a limited offer.
Coast 103.5.
Here we are on Multiverse, looking at the assimilators. You would have seen me bring up lots in various casts on both Troy and Multiverse, of course. Now, the way these work, and I've explained this before, but I'll go through it again. The footprint of a Vespene geyser is bigger than that of the assimilator itself. So, essentially, to begin with, when you have two assimilators next to each other, All the units can get through. I know they got a little bit stuck. Maybe I should do this with just these units. So everything can go through, big and small units. Nothing to worry about here. Now, when you kill one of these assimilators, it's going to take a while to do this. So by the magic of production, we'll move straight forward. Now that's been destroyed. You'll note that tanks can no longer get through this this gap here. It's not very obvious at first glance, and your units will bug out. But as you can see, there's absolutely no way that tank is going through here. But the Marine and the Ghost still can. Now the reason for that is, as I said, the footprint gets slightly bigger, so it makes the gap around about that size, I think. So units like Marines, Medics, Firebats, Ghosts, Zealots, Lings, and Hydras can get through. Now if we kill the other assimilator, note now that Marines can no longer get through, even if I stim. I cannot move forward here. Now there is one exception to the rule. When you have two geysers next to each other like this, it blocks all units apart from this plucky little man right here. It's a Ghost. Ghosts can still run through, so the benefit of that is it allows you to be very, very sneaky with Ghost tactics. It's not often you'll see them, but if you're a Terran player playing on Multiverse Troy or Gold Rush, it can be a clever way of getting through and doing a quick nuke when your opponent may not be expecting them. Okay guys, welcome back. We're heading into our possibly final game. Sorry, I don't actually know. Don't take that as anything. Now depleted from Argentina, going to be fighting for DM. His opponent is going to be the Viking Terran himself. STPL rank number 12. It's Medino, 76% win rate, 8 wins, 1 losses against Zerg, and I know he beat Eon Zerg there. I think he's actually beaten Eon Zerg twice now. He beat him on Return of the King in the very first season of STPL. Beat him in Season 2 as well. Really, really good Terran player. Also beat Chalen in the last 10 games. And Vesco, a little bit lower level than him, but that's fine. Should be a fun matchup here as we get into map number 4. It's going to be Neo Outlier. Now, Medino is a brilliant player. And I'm not sure about depleted, so this could be interesting. Neo Outlier has been a little bit favoured for Terran in terms of how things have been going. That was actually true back in original Brood War days as well. But I definitely say going into this matchup, just because we don't know anything about depleted, I would say that he is definitely more going to be the favoured player. Now I do have one additional thing to show. Not done. Doing something that will make Hootie incredibly happy here, because in the break I did some stuff. Now I can't sit on it just yet, but I did get a little bit further. I got one of the bolts in, so it's actually standing up, but I can't sit on it just yet, so I'm not going to show off the new chair. Well, I am. It's because Hootie is going on about it so much, so I kind of feel like I need to. It's part of it. And then maybe I'll be able to focus on the actual game and not the chair. I hope I'm posting this in the right place. Yeah, in the STPL Discord in a second. Okay, so this is what my new chair looks like without arms, and it's not fully plugged in and everything at the moment, so there we go. Hootie, I hope you're happy. It's not like a super well-known brand or anything, but hopefully it's going to be comfortable. It comes with like a lumbar cushion as well, so kind of cool. But let's have a look at the where are we? Let's get into game number 4. It's Medino versus Depleted, and it's going to be here on Neo Outlier. Okay, starting us off in the top middle position, we do have the Magenta Zerg fighting for DM from Argentina. It's depleted. And his opponent spawning from Norway. Over here in the yellow is the Terran from ReV. It's the Viking Terran himself. It's Medinho. What? Oh my goodness, Medinho. Come on, man. Medinho was in chat earlier and said he couldn't watch his game, but he said like to enjoy it or something, so I'm hoping it's gonna be good. There are arms, but you have to put the arms on last, and I don't know if I want to put the arms on. I never put the arms on my current chair either, because I find it easier to like swivel around, and I use my desk as like my armrest. Like Cadenti, if she's still here, can attest to this, but essentially my keyboard is like miles away from me, so I use my keyboard as armrests. Also, I do have arms, but my chair doesn't. Thing is, I've got my desk at like the perfect height, so it's not an ergonomics nightmare. I think. I've got my arms essentially flat, so... Yeah, my arms aren't... They're like slightly bent, slightly down, but not by much. Okay, we've got Medinho going for a gas opening here. That does not surprise me whatsoever. He's going to be walling in with his factory and his barracks. This is a Ling-type wall, so... Thank you, Shad, for the 100 bits.
STPL.
Duck Action Fist saying, how did you get your arms? Well, I was born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline, I'm not too sure. Sponsor me, Maybelline. Throw me some money. I can do more of that. Good money. Holgren, let's not do that here. Okay, starting up. I was about to introduce the players again. I kind of forgot what I was doing now. It's going to be 2 Hatch Layer coming in for depleted. 2 Hatch Layer against the gas opening from Terran is pretty much what you want to be doing. Hootie saying Holgren banned for taking the topic off chair. All I did was I deleted his message. That was all. I didn't time him out or anything. I am a trying to think of the right word. I guess you would say I'm an empathetic dictator. There we go. Okay, so Medinho is going to look to expand here around 21 supply. This is a very normal supply for a factory expand. What else have we got going on? Starport's coming up now. Medinho, I get the feeling, is going to go for his longboats here. Going to go for that dropship. You may need to refresh the page, Tip Tap, or Tap Tap even. Your name is really hard to see in the dark mode. Sorry. If you refresh the stream, you should be able to do it. Yeah, it's kind of weird that I've had that happen to me as well when I've subbed to people. Medinho showing off this. I mean, this Vulture Micro is essentially pointless given the fact he's got a bunker. But oh my god, he lost the Vulture. No, that was the one thing he didn't want to happen. Oh no, now there's gonna be Hydras. Wow, thank you, Mullahay.
Let's give some love to QIKZ.
Thank you, Mullahay. I also love QIKZ, whoever that is. Thank you, Microsoft Sam lady. But thank you so much for the support. Hydras, obviously, it's 2 hatch. I thought it was going to be lurkers, given the fact it was a lair, but it looks like it's actually just going to be 2 hatch Hydra, fake lurker. Which is really, really weird. The SCV is in place already to repair the bunker, which is obviously a pretty important moment in this game. Now, okay, so we're gonna get Hydra upgrades. So this is almost like watching a ZVP. I don't think the Microsoft Sam lady has ever called me Kicks. I think it's always been UIKZ. I think I spoke over her last time. Oh, you're gonna try and clip it? Okay. I can also play from Streamlabs, I guess, but not super important, I guess. So we've got 3 hatch Hydra going into Queen's Nest. Gonna go into Hive behind this. Now, Lurker Aspect, I'm sure Lurker Aspect must be done. Like, I don't understand if it isn't. But then there's been a lot of stuff that's happened today, which doesn't make any sense. So now we had the starport and the control tower built, but I don't think he ever actually built a dropship, unless I'm being completely stupid. This is definitely a Medina build, so I'm gonna replay this message, okay? Thank you once again, incomplete.
Sugar Daddy sends his regards. You rock, Quicks.
Oh, wow. Maybe it's because it's not all caps. There we go. He didn't actually donate again, but apparently the Microsoft Sam lady can say it both ways. But Bedinio has got a lot of SUVs off mining still, spending a lot of mining time just trying to make sure he doesn't die to the Hydra Burst. Chat asking what is he going to do with Hive? Well, indubitably he's going to go for Defiler Mound most likely. Now there is a Spire, the dropship finally coming in, the longboat raiding this village, making sure that all the poor working peasants are going to go down. I think that's about 5 or 6 drones that have died already. The 6th drone does get saved by the bell. Medina gets a full scout off on the main as well, so that's also pretty good. Now there's no mine shot on these vultures, so not going to do as much damage. But the Viking Terran, oh, Viking Terran wants to save his raider, but oh, gonna lose his longboat. There we go. Poor old Viking losing his longboat. Now we've got +1 attack coming in. There's no way this is +2. Yeah, it's definitely not +2. I was going to say there's no way he's got it this fast. Medina done pretty well so far though, but he is now down in... Okay, he's even with workers now. Thank you for ruining it, Medina. But, oh, he's down again. Depleted doing a pretty good job macroing up. Actually skipping mining gas for a while there to get a few more drones.
Quicks.
Thank you, Mullahay, for the 100-bit donation again, man. Means so much. Oh my god. Okay. I'm just gonna say, if you're watching on YouTube, go and check the Twitch VOD and look at the chair that Hootie just posted. It's a chair that Flash has, and oh my goodness, it's crazy. Trouble is, my name isn't Quicks, it's K. Oh, the mine! Oh, gets the drone. Nice pick off. You should put Kicks as in K-I-C-K-S. Maybe that works. That chair is definitely chair goals. I'm just gonna say. It's Flash like reclined in this way. Oh, gonna get the drones. Yes, he gets one. Oh, the mine? Where did the mine go? I guess he shot it at the last possible second. Oh. Okay, using Using links to clear that up. Shad saying it looks like an anime Gundam style costume. Oh my god, it does. It's the cockpit. Last one almost done. 3 factories about to be done here for Medinho. We've got 1, 2, 3 hatcheries. 4th one coming on over here. Now, what is the hive tech coming in? So, Defiler Mound is done. We're going to have Swarm already, I believe. Or Consume should be done, I think, by now. No, maybe not. Unless he forgot it, but that would be definitely weird. Looks like we are going to have the Hydras trapping the vultures over here in the bottom left-hand corner. Now, the longboat wanted to try and come and save the raiders again, but unfortunately not going to be able to do so. Longboat forced away. Now, I do like yellow dropships. Look how cool they look. Just saying. Scourge starting a patrol here, looking for those dropships, making sure that he doesn't take any more additional damage. Workers are completely tied up at the moment. Defiler Mound has obviously been done. We've seen the Defilers out already. The zoom is crazy. It looks really cool, but I would never ever cast fully zoomed in. Like, look how cool this building looks. Look at it. Look at all the detail. Like, it's so good. It's so, so good. And I did know there was a little man spinning in the turret. There we go. You can see him in the wireframe. Thanks, Holgren. Okay, so the Hydra is going to clear up the vultures in the middle of the map and try and clear up the mines. The Overlords, with speed now, going to make it a little bit easier to do that mine clearing. Booty saying there's a kind of chair called the Viking chair. I want to click it, but I also want to focus. Okay, that Viking chair does not look comfortable, but I wonder if they actually used to make chairs like that. Holgren saying zoom in units, there we go. Don't look too bad. Turret looks like the Viking chair. Yeah, I wonder if they actually used to use chairs like that in Viking times. Wouldn't surprise me, it seems easy enough to put together. Counterbalance. Now, wait a second, this hatchery shouldn't be here. Nidus Canal. Oh my goodness, what are we getting into here? This is so cheeky. Get Nidus up here, break down the temples, and all of a sudden, you have a back door into the Terran's main, right by all the supply depots, right by the factories. And it's going to be very difficult for Medinho to come back and defend this. He's got most of his tanks over at his third base. The Nidus is finished. Drone is out here as well, maybe going to add a couple of Sunkens. This is definitely a Shine build rather than Action build, but certainly Shine or Action. Double drone, so we are going to have a few Sunken colonies coming in here, I would say. Lots of Lings starting to flood out, lots of other units. Are these units stuck? They haven't moved the entire game. Yeah, someone clip this. Oh, but wait. Medinho scanned it. How did he know? Wait, where does this vision end? Oh, the turret sees it. The turret sees it. Oh my god, what the hell? Oh, thank you for the 100 bits, Ari.
Kicks, 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 pog champ, pog champ, pog champ, pog champ.
Thank you, man. Means a lot for the 100 bits. Now, this is going to be a problem because Medinho saw the creep. He gets all of his tanks in position, and this move has essentially not worked. But we already see the depleted is going for plan 2. Just take the base instead. Now, Medinho has a lot of mines all across the map. We're 15 minutes in, and we're essentially in super late game. Like, that's how crazy this game has been. This started with technically a Hydra bust that failed as well. So just remember that, guys, when this game goes on to be 2 hours long. The Overlord gonna scout the 3 command center. The turret actually has long vision range. Look at this. Look how far he can see. I know the tanks are here as well. Oh, the lurkers! Oh my goodness. Oh no. As we've proven in CRVT's quote, the lurkers are definitely easier to deal with when they're not under the ground. That was a good example of that, guys. Oh, Hydras! Oh, Medinho making use of this high ground pod. I love this. You put tanks up here, they cover this area, they cover this area. Oh, the Hydras are going to drop on them. Oh, no. Anti-timing. CRVT is very wise, but it was from Team Liquid. Well, these tanks are not in a good place now, so this is the Argentinian Zerg. I don't know too much about him, but he's from Argentina. And so far, we've had a really cool game, so... Apparently it's a guy called Vicciado from 2v2 on IC Cup. If that means anything to anyone else. Now, it looks like Medinho wants to expand down here to the bottom right. We did have a small drop coming in here with the longboats. Not really too many longboats coming in this game, though, so not really too much damage being done. We've got the 4th base coming in for Medinho and 5th base coming in down here. Now, Vulture's going to drop in the natural. Oh, the longboat goes down. Oh, getting a good number of drones down here, though. The +2 attack really coming into effect with +2 damage. You 2-shot drones rather than 3-shot them, so I think that works with +1 as well. But the Vulture's running around doing as much damage as they can. Medinho with a big supply lead right now. Definitely looking like he's in a good spot. No covert ops, so for now we have to be a little bit upset, but I don't think we're probably going to see that. I think BCs are going to be more likely here when Medinho gets a little bit of extra gas. He's going into +3 attack now. Going to be able to break through this Zelnaga temple if he wants to. So many mines going off on so many... sorry. So many Hydras to mines. Looks like the 4th base has been dropped, so ironically, the Viking Raider is being dropped by his enemy. Oh, mine. Now this base is the big problem, because Medinho does need this gas. Like, Depleted should be mining this. I know he isn't because he's got a massive gas bank, but if you steal that gas from Medinho, then things are not going to be great. Now Medinho finally getting up to his 4th gas. Gas in TVZ when you go mech, incredibly important. +3 attack is done. No additional upgrades coming in, so no ship weapons or armor for now. I thought there was going to be a drop coming in, but not quite. Now, interestingly, there's been no Ultra Cavern. Now, the reason behind that is because Ultras aren't realistically very good against a Terran mech, but they're still really good. Olgren asking, what even is Sweden? Because there's a discussion on the Hagia Sophia in chat and Swedish history. So, all sporting from the Viking chair. So if you guys are wondering, watching YouTube, what people talk about in the STPL chat is about history, about politics, about chairs, and about Brood War. Oh my goodness, while this goes on, Hootie replies to what is Sweden saying, Meatball Factory posing as a country, no offense, great chairs. But mostly about chairs today, yeah, that is definitely true. Now we've got a big push coming in over here on the right hand side, going to be able to try and take down this base. But there is in fact a lot of units down here. Medinho getting ready to push into the third base. Look at how many lurkers are building. Definitely not looking great. Not enough energy. I have not enough energy to cast this game to my full ability either, because it's 11:35. We're 20 minutes into the game. We've had like 4 or 5 over 30-minute games today. It's been crazy. We've had some really weird games as well, so energy levels starting to wane, but we've got a hatchery coming in down here that's being taken out by a SCV and a vulture, not the most common combo. Incomplete thing, Medinho is getting to third base. Oh my goodness. Medinho is already on third base. He's going to fourth base. I suppose he's getting to the Zerg's third base, so... I've got a few bits of IKEA furniture. My desk is as old as my chair is, my current one. Obviously my chair is like dead, but my desk is still doing okay. I got one of those tables, which is just the glass table. Now a lurker is actually, or 2 lurkers are actually going to be able to save this hatchery. And Medinho still needs to find a way to expand to more gas, because right now he's not taking the 6 o'clock base. We've already had 500 gas mined from here. The third base from Depleted is gone. And, wow, Depleted really has not been mining from his gases whatsoever. What on earth? Where has he got this gas bank from? I don't understand. Now, big drop trying to come in on top of the units. The drop with most of the units going down, though. Not the best drop in the world. Depleted falling a lot in supply now. He's still pretty even on workers. But the Vulture's going to be heading down to the bottom left-hand side to take down the lurkers, take down the hatchery as well, and just make sure to keep Depleted as low on bases as possible. But little does Medinho know, Depleted has the bottom base. Like, he has no idea about this at all. He thinks his opponent is now on 3 bases. And when that happens, it's not a position you want to be in as Terran. So the Science Sleeve moving, he is going to go into battle cruisers most likely. Yep, Physics Lab coming in. This is a really, really cool TVZ. I know it's kind of back and forth at the moment. There's not really too much going on the map. But look at Medinho's vision. He sees like all of the map right now. So that's kind of crazy. I mean, Depleted's vision isn't too bad either. Like, doing a good job spreading units. For some reason there's a Defiler up here. But Medinho definitely is winning the vision war. So... going for another drop on top of the units. Not going to be able to do too much, but it looks like it is actually going to clean this up this time. But this is going to supply block Depleted, which is not a position you want to be in as Zerg at this stage in the game. You don't have that many minerals. Hootie going on about the top 10 chair of all time, so I'll be looking forward to having a look at that afterwards. Apparently it's the old Swedish throne. It currently sits in the palace in Stockholm still. It was from 1654. For anyone interested in Swedish chair history, we've got it all here in the STPL. Now we've got Medina moving back in with some tanks to try and... Oh, the mine! Not enough to kill the lurkers, and the lurkers gonna get under swarm, but the Ultralisks finally coming out here. They're fully upgraded. They're gonna really start to do a real amount of damage here. Does need to be careful not to eat all the mines with them though. Apparently in medieval times, just owning a chair was a sign of being wealthy, so families with chairs would place them at the windows so neighbors could see their wealth and get jelly. Olgren wants me to zoom in on the Ultralisk. I don't know why they don't look very good, but that's fine. Yamato being researched. Now this is a unit that looks good. Ultras, who cares? Battle cruisers. This is the real shit. Everyone loves battle cruisers. I don't think there's a single person who likes Brood War who hates battle cruisers. Battle cruiser operational. How was that? Pretty bad, right? Someone's saying drop top left. Definitely not, unless I'm blind. I'm glad you love me, Holgren. I hear wraiths. Oh no, it's the battle cruisers. There we go. BCs have finally found the bot middle base. Funnily enough, battle cruisers can't damage under swarm unless they use Yamato. Can you actually see straight through the battle cruiser's middle? No, yeah, you can here. You can see through it, and here. Yeah, this is actually like a little frame. Look at that. Oh, Scourge getting killed. Channel points are essentially something Twitch added. You can just spend them on stuff. You get them for free. You can use them to cheer for teams on this channel, but don't really do anything. And you can also edit emotes with them for just you for 24 hours. Oh my goodness. World's luckiest Hydra. Every single Hydra is attacking this. When Swarm ends, this Hydra is gonna die. Oh, he stopped. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Oh, that was close. Jeez, what a misclick. Big drop coming in on the top right over here. Gonna be able to take out Medino's 4th base. Now, Medino has started to run out of gas here, so Medino definitely not in the best position, but Medino heading on over to try and take the left-hand side. Trying to push vultures through the minerals, very difficult to do. But there is a drop coming up here, but unfortunately the drop isn't going to help too much against the battle cruisers, so... Yeah, you can use the cheers, but do not spam 100 of them in a row. Like, it's not a good idea. Now, Medino tried to take this base on the left. It's going to get killed by Hydralisks. Depleted still on 1, 2, 3, 4 bases. At least 4 gases as well, because the middle base is not depleted yet. Although this base is. Wait, do the edge bases have less gas? No, they don't. Huh. I guess he just got this base super early. Oh, Yamato! Yamato gets the Nidus. There we go. I tried to do that before, but I did it wrong. Hydras. Oh, that plague. Oh, so much damage. Depleted is definitely in a position where he can still win this game, as Shad says. Getting a plague like that is definitely what you want as Zerg. No BCs going... Oh, BC getting killed by the Hydra. These BCs are going to end up on near 1 health, so they're going to be a little bit stranded over here in the top left. There's absolutely no way of them being able to get out here. Medino still hasn't managed to secure the right-hand base again, so Not in a great position. Is taking the other main. Lost this base. Doesn't have the natural. So despite Medino having a big bank, it doesn't really matter too much. Now, interestingly, he still hasn't broken down the east to kill the 6 o'clock base. I think he's just given up on taking it, but... yeah, there's no tactical jump in Brood War. Tactical jump seems so broken as a Brood War player, but BCs don't do as much damage, so that's why it's fine. Yeah, Medino is completely out of minerals now other than his mineral bank, so he has to start mining on the left-hand side. Ultras, tanks doing, or tanks and mines doing pretty well against Ultras. Ultra dying before I can get anywhere. Now, in case you didn't know, because I didn't, you can Yamato stuff under Swarm and it dies. So, there we go, just to let you know. Gas getting taken out here by Depleted. Depleted is actually not really mining minerals at the moment, so we kind of have the opposite problem. Well, we have the same problem for both players. Both of them don't have that many minerals. And this is turning into a really crazy game. Oh my god, getting Yamato the Hydra Den to try and kill it. That does kill most of the anti-air opportunity here, but the Mutalisks, with their 1 armor, is going to be able to clean this up. Yamato not able to go down. Now there is a Ling drop coming in here at the 3rd base. Depleted still mining minerals off of 1 base. Not mining really from the top left. Now the issue Depleted might have is, where does Depleted expand to? Like, how does he expand as well? There's so many units from Medino everywhere. He's still kind of stuck in the position. Now that was the world's shortest Overlord drop, getting a Hydra on top of the tanks. Now we do have Swarm, but Swarm does not affect splash damage, so tanks are still pretty good under there. I think Medino has probably won this game at this point, but it's still close. Like, Medino is technically mined out right now, minus this bottom left-hand base, which he barely has anything mining, so... but if we can see a big drop or a push through here... like, if Depleted can push through these temples, he can win this game. All he has to do is get down into the bottom left. Medino isn't mined out, he's depleted. Fair point. He could also mine these 8 minerals. Now we got a small drop coming out of the bottom right. The SCVs all run away, but Vultures are going to be able to clean up this. Essentially, the big thing Depleted needs to do is just take out this bottom left base. If he takes the bottom left base, where does Medino expand to? Lurkers blocking the expansion up here. SCV's getting stuck. Oh no, he's actually long distance mining gas off of Depleted gas. Hootie saying 35-minute game, good thing I'm on a good chair. Yeah, there's no vessels. There is a lot of BCs still. But BC's under Swarm, not going to help out too much. Now this is going to be good. Getting a lot of... oh, picking up the drones. That's a clutch play. Depleted so mad right now. Ultra in the bottom left-hand base. He doesn't care about Vultures. Depleted trying to expand to the left. Unable to do so, but Ultra's going to be able to clean this up. Oh, the mine. The mine didn't go off. That mine did, though. Hootie wants me to... okay. Hootie wants me to zoom in on the Vulture chairs. Right, here we go. Look at him. Oh my god, you can see his little goggles. I've never noticed that before. Look at him. The little red goggles from his portrait. That's cool. I like that. Now, Medino's base in the bottom left actually went down, so... Medino has no mining base. Okay, he's got this base now. This is ridiculous. Like, what on earth is this game? It's so, so good. Yeah, there's a human there. That's why it's so crazy. They're like nuclear-powered bicycles. And, yeah, when they die, they don't die nicely. Okay, Medinho looking to try and cut off the bottom left-hand side. He gets his command center up in the natural. And the map's still split. We've got Depleted taking another base. Medinho blocking this base, though, which is pretty good. SCP saying, does anything die nicely? I guess not. You can't see the human and the Goliath, no. There we go. Zooming in on the Guardian, you can see its little face. At least you would be able to if Depleted would just sit still. So inconsiderate. Oh yeah, Zealots die nicely. They revive as a Dragoon. But we got a drop coming in. Well, I say a drop coming in, but I don't really think that's coming in very far. We got Irradiate finally coming in from Medinho. He's got +3 ship plating, by the way. Oh, the vessel's going down to the Scourge. As Nyokan and Rapid would say, connection! Now, we got a lone turret down here in the bottom left holding the fort, but here comes another drop. The Guardian on its own, they're doing so much. Not dropping out of this one first to kill the Overlord. This is a lot of blood. Wait, can you see the guy in the Goliath? No, but you can see the cockpit window. That's cool. Oh yeah, Scourge. The Scourge with the connection. Yeah, so many units have been lost inside Overlords this game. It's been kind of sad. I mean, Medinho is up 100 supply, but still, he's finding it hard to actually kill the Zerg player. I read ya, sir. Also a bad thing. Okay, now we've got Depleted going through the left-hand side. Gonna be able to try and secure the extra main. But there is 3 battle cruisers here. They are being repaired. Medinho is mining off of 1 base, so he's still not mining off of 2 bases. Scourge coming in, unable to find a connection. Gonna go down, and that's more gas that Depleted doesn't have. Yeah, Shad, that's exactly what they are. They're essentially just the speeder bikes from StarCraft 2, from Star Wars. There we go, using Yamato under the swarm to kill the Defiler, but you didn't know you could do that. Looks like we've got a push coming in from Depleted, trying to secure this base in the bottom right, but there's so many tanks here, even on the swarm. The Hydras are able to deal with, or not able to deal with this. Now Depleted, he only has 28 drones. Lurker's running forward, gonna be able to take out the tank. Wow, nicely done. I mean, Depleted still has a lot of units, and where is Medinho's? Like, Medinho has a lot of tanks. I mean, he's got the BCs down here killing the base, that's for sure. Where on earth are Medinho's units? I can't figure out. I guess all of his supply is, yeah, all of his supply is in battlecruisers, I guess. This is 5 BCs, so that's 30 supply? Are they 6 supply? Can't remember. Ah, they're 5 supply apparently.
Keep it up. I dare ya.
I had a rough day. Here's $, blank, _ blank.
Ah, thank you, Ruskig, and GG. Depleted taps out. Medinho wins game number 4, and he wins the series for ReV 3-1. You didn't see that. It's all good. But that's a 3-1 victory for ReV. That's Avi winning over Pre. CRVT winning over PG Tour. Tech tried to bring it back against Stevie, but Medinho winning over Depleted in that 40-minute game on Neo Outlier. Pretty sick game. Kind of hard to follow, but we made it. It's now nearly midnight. This is the longest cast I've done in a very long time. Let's quickly head on over to look at, what do you call it? We'll look at the team rankings. So let's go to the team ranking screen. We're going to reload the overlay. So when it pops back up, we're going to have all of the latest standings, and we are going to know exactly who is in the playoffs. So, Soul Gaming take the first seed, Valhalla take the second seed, White Clan the third, IRK the fourth, and then in the bottom four we've got Naz, Net Wars, Clan Revolution, and Red are going to make it into the playoffs. We're going to have IRK, no, we're going to have Naz versus, wait, I need to check the fixtures again in a second, but thank you, Bulhay, again. Lottie has
Bang
jumped up on
bang
my
bang
new...
STPL.
Okay, I just... 1 second, guys. I need to get Lottie off my new chair. 1 minute. Okay, so I got Lottie off my chair. It's not done yet, Lee, because I'm too incompetent to do it. But essentially, the top 8 teams have been decided. Unfortunately, Bull, Eternal Friends, Ash, DM, Nice, and Psystorm, their journey in the STPL Season 2 ends here. Some of those teams will be back for Season 3, some of them won't. But either way, it should be a good Season 3 regardless. But still, pretty sick, so I'm going to keep my eye on this, and what we're going to do is have a look at the fixtures. So, in terms of the seeding, in the first semi-final, Soul Gaming will be waiting there. In the second semi-final, White Clan will be waiting there. No, sorry, Valhalla team will be waiting there. I can't read. In the first quarter-final, we're going to have IRK. So if IRK are to win the championship, they're going to have to go through Soul. And the winner of the first round of 8, or I guess it's round of 16 match, which is going to be Naz versus ReV. So IRK are going to wait for the winner of Naz versus ReV, and then whoever wins out of IRK and Naz or ReV are going to fight Soul and go into the final. Then Valhalla team are going to be waiting for the winner of White Clan and whoever wins out of Red and Net Wars. Now, I'm not going to make any predictions because Liquipedia are going to be doing a bracket contest over the next week or so. So if you guys wait for that to come up, get your bracket entries in, and there will be some fabulous prizes for you to win, courtesy of Liquipedia, our wonderful sponsor. So White does have the most Koreans. AMA is not gone. Nice to see you, Dave. But either way, that is going to do it for me today. Thank you so much to all the people who have donated. Thank you so much to all the people who have supported. All of you guys for tuning in. And thank you so much for supporting the STPL throughout Season 2. The playoffs will be back, most likely to be casted in a couple of weeks. Don't go anywhere. Have fun. And I am going to go finish building my chair if I can. Hootie who's saying let's see the old chair one last time. Okay, you know what, I'm gonna give you a chair eulogy. So just while I find someone to raid, you know what, let's do the patron stream end thing, then we'll show the chair off and we'll say goodbye to the chair. So let's do it. See you guys next time.